She ranked number 2 in her class and was highly respected by her peers and the faculty alike. Although past recipients have been seniors, the Hewan Bach is not necessarily restricted to that particular grade level. The criteria for the award are as follows. The nominee is a good representative of his or her own country with a positive attitude toward the life and the culture of others. The nominee is able to converse in at least 2 languages. The nominee is a contributing force in the life of the school with the ability to bring together different people in a sense of community, thus furthering the cause of international understanding. Teachers for this year's student had this to say about this student. Student crosses language and cultural boundaries easily without ever losing his sense of his own culture. His achievement in taking advanced English is remarkable, given that it is a second language, and he is still so very Japanese. There's a clue. He is naturally courteous to all and always smiles. He works with everybody and enjoys it. He was my natural choice as a speaker at the Peace Assembly. It took him a lot of courage, but he was happy and challenged by the invitation. Saw it as a great chance to express what is so important to him, international peace and genuine international cross-cultural understanding. If he is any indication of the next generation, we can be hopeful of finding peace. Aedes albopictus and Aedes curex. Do those names mean anything to you? They do to this year's Hewan Bach Award winner. He is the mosquito king. His extended essay topic was on the tolerance levels of mosquito larvae, and he can tell the difference between those 2 different forms of larvae, which is no small feat. He's been a tutor for many of the Japanese students, especially women. He also still bows when saying thank you. He mixes and has good friends amongst all nationalities. He is humble and well-rounded in his abilities. He goes out of his way to be helpful because he really cares. He doesn't take things for granted and shows everyone the utmost respect, from the headmaster to the cleaning staff. He is a true world citizen. He won the Coaches Award for this year's cross-country team because he always had a smile on his face and came out and gave a strong effort every day. I'd like to present this year's Hewan Bach Award to Makoto Uchiyama.
It's my pleasure to make the John G. Hadwin Award, named after the Canadian High Commissioner to Malaysia from 1967 to 1972. This award is awarded annually to the outstanding student in the graduating class. In addition to excellence in scholarship, the criteria for this award include service to others and personal character. In addition, the award winner must have completed at least 1 full year at ISKL. This year's graduating class included 2 candidates that were truly exceptional, and as a result, the high school faculty found it impossible to distinguish between them. Therefore, we have 2 co-recipients this evening. The second co-recipient is always an A student. He is a quiet leader in the classroom where he always helps his peers and he always has time for them. He is without reproach, honest, sensitive, thorough, completely trustworthy, and modest. He is a true sportsman in the arts world. This year's award goes to a young man who is not overly outgoing, but instead modest and respectful. He is a good communicator, and he has an excellent sense of justice and fair play. He is usually standing up for other people when he senses they need help or when there is some form of injustice. One of his teachers writes, and I quote, "He is one of the most honorable students I have ever taught. He has a most charming smile. His whole face lights up. I've worked with him for 2 years, and I've never heard a negative comment from him. He is probably the most altruistic person I know. He did his extended essay on the acoustics of the auditorium, and his work was thorough and careful. He is humble and kind, and he works well independently or with others. He can do whatever he sets his mind to. He never thinks, "What's in it for me?" He has a great mastery of written expression as well, and there is much depth of feeling to this student. As you heard tonight, his piano playing speaks for itself. I'm pleased to announce that the co-recipient is Matthew Kamm.